Newsreel. Real news, real quick. Russian forces delivered a massive missile strike on Ukraine's military infrastructure on Thursday as retaliation for Kiev's terrorist attack on Russia, which killed at least 2 civilians and severely injured a 10-year-old boy in the Bryansk border region earlier this month, the Russian Ministry of Defense said on Thursday. The attack involved high-precision, long-range air, sea, and land-based weapons, including the Kinzhal hypersonic missile system. The barrage knocked out power in several major cities. The Times of London reported late Wednesday that Western intelligence agencies almost immediately determined that last year's NordStream blasts had been orchestrated by a person with ties to Ukraine, but chose to conceal this information in order to avoid a diplomatic row between Kiev and Berlin. Both President Joe Biden and President Vladimir Zelensky at first condemned the sabotage, even though it now appears that they sponsored it. Former Centers for Disease Control Director Robert Redfield told a House Oversight Committee on Wednesday that his former colleague Anthony Fauci and former NIH Director Francis Collins froze him out of discussions on COVID-19's origins when Redfield argued that evidence showed that the virus spread from U.S.-sponsored research at China's Wuhan Institute. Redfield said, quote, they wanted a single narrative, unquote, that an infected animal had spread the virus. California Governor Gavin Newsom on Wednesday ordered state prison officials not to renew a $54 million contract with Walgreens for pharmaceutical drugs for state prisoners after the pharmacy giant announced that it would not make the abortion pill available in 20 conservative-leaning states. President Joe Biden's budget proposal, which he unleashed on Thursday, has few budget cuts, but includes a massive tax increase, including a 5% Medicare tax for individuals earning more than $400,000, increasing the corporate tax rate to 28%, doubling the tax rate on large companies' foreign earnings to 21%, and setting a minimum tax of 25% on the wealthiest Americans. Biden claims that his plan would reduce the deficit by $3 trillion over the next 10 years. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell, age 81, tripped at a Washington hotel and went to the hospital on Wednesday for treatment. And finally, Chaim Topol, the popular Israeli actor who gained renown for playing Tevye in the movie version of Fiddler on the Roof, died at the age of 87 in Tel Aviv on Thursday. And that's the way the world is. See you next time.